And we were all rejoicing. Hey, thank God. But some people were angry. Those who were making money from importing petrol. And they decided, okay, we will create a problem. And all of a sudden, Naira began to go down fast. I cried to my people, let us pray. Thank God some people joined me in praying. Because the way Naira was going then, if God has not intervened, by now $1 will be about 10,000 Naira. But God stepped in.
That was General Overseer, Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Adeboye, telling us the reason why the Naira has not fallen to 10,000 Naira to $1. He attributed that reason to prayers, the prayers of Christians, the prayers of his members and others, that was the reason why the Naira had not slumped to 10,000 Naira to $1. In this video, I want to offer an alternative viewpoint on the reason why the Naira has not fallen to 10,000 Naira to $1, and also to give specific reasons for some of the issues he raised when he was talking. And he was speaking at a special Holy Ghost Congress in Abuja, and noted that through his prayers and those of his followers, the Naira free fall had been averted. The record at the exchange rate currently now stands at 1,730 Naira to $1 as I'm making this recording. Adeboye said, before our president came in, everybody knew that the major reason we were having financial problems is the fact that a lot of money was being spent to import fuel. And he went on to narrate how is it that a country that is has these resources is importing fuel, and we are spending billions of Naira importing fuels when we have refineries. But because the refineries are not working. And he said that the removal of the fuel subsidy, that people believe that it will bring changes, but the changes was a backlash by those who are benefiting from the existing system. By that he meant those who are benefiting from the fuel subsidy. Perhaps he may not be aware that there is companies that are owned by even those in government today or related to those in government were enjoying subsidies too. Perhaps he didn't know about that. When he was talking about that, these people, they now decided to create problems, and suddenly the Naira began to decline rapidly. Now, perhaps the pastor is not aware of the real reason why the Naira began to slump, began to fall, free fall of the Naira rapidly. The reason why the Naira began to fall, if he can go and check the link that I will put under this video, the pastor will now know that it was not because of the fuel subsidy importers. That was the reason why the Naira began to be on a free fall, because they removed fuel subsidy. No. The time that the fuel Naira began to be on a free fall was around June 2023, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, after removing fuel subsidy on May 29, then by June, he announced that the flotation of the Naira, telling us that the value of the Naira will now be determined by demand and supply, by the free flow of demand and supply, market forces, if you like. It was when Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the central bank governor decided to float the Naira. That was when the Naira began to have a free fall. This is because Nigeria is an import-dependent country. Most of the things we use in Nigeria are imported. So when you now make demand and supply to determine the value of the Naira, it created the scarcity of dollar. It created dollar scarcity, especially at a time we don't have much money left in our foreign reserve, which was a problem caused by the APC administration, in which Bola Ahmed Tinubu was a core member. In fact, when Bola Ahmed Tinubu was campaigning for president in 2023, he said that he's going to build on the foundation laid by President Muhammadu Buhari. And President Muhammadu Buhari led a very, very poor foundation for our economy. And he, Tinubu, as a campaigner, as a candidate, say he's going to build on that. So it was on that premise he got to power. He got to power. And when he got to power and carried out this scheme policy of removal of the fuel subsidy and the flotation of the Naira, that was when the economy of Nigeria began on a free fall. It was the flotation of the Naira that caused the free fall. It is not because of fuel importers or beneficiaries of the fuel subsidy. It's not true. All those allegations the government was making that people were hoarding dollars, that was how they claimed that Binance was where they are hiding the dollars. At the end of the day, didn't they send the man free to go home? Didn't they remove all the charges? They say it was Binance. That's where they are hiding billions of dollars, creating scarcity in Nigeria. All those things were hogwash. Perhaps the man of God believed that. It was not true. There was just no scarcity. There was no Naira. We don't have enough dollars to go around by people that needed it. So dollar became scarce. That is the truth. It has absolutely nothing to do with the subsidy beneficiaries. It has nothing to do with them. So that's where the man of God got it wrong, blaming the subsidy beneficiaries, in which some of the people in government today, their companies or companies related to them, were beneficiaries of the subsidy. It means that they were also working against themselves. Okay? It means that they were also working against them if it was the beneficiaries of subsidy that caused it. The truth of the matter is that flotation of the Naira caused it. And Nigeria being an import-dependent nation, and you want demand and supply to determine the value of your Naira or your currency, that is what you're going to get. You don't manufacture enough, because when you devalue your currency, it makes your export to be cheaper, therefore bringing in more money. But what do you have to export? We have virtually nothing to export. So the valuation of the Naira was not of any benefit to us. So that was why the Naira was on a free fall. And then the man of God said it was their prayers that halted it. Let me tell you what halted it in my own understanding. When the Naira was on a free fall, even Bloomberg predicted months ago that Naira is going to 2,000 Naira to the dollar. That's where it's likely to stabilize for a while. What happened that the government of Bola Tinubu swallowed their pride and they started to defend the Naira. Don't mind whatever they are telling you that the Naira there. They started defending the Naira. That was when they now began to give Bureau de change. We're giving them $10,000 every day. We'll be giving them $20,000 every day to exchange. Why did they start doing that? Why do they have to do that? They had to manage the exchange rate. That's why it is still the way it is now. It could have gotten worse than what we are talking about. So the point is that the government itself was not sincere with the Nigerian people, because they keep on giving the impression that they are floating the Naira 100%. But if you observe very well, you see from time to time, they will be injecting $20,000 to Bureau de change offices as their limit for the day. Why do they have to do that? They have to do that because they are also copying from MFL and Buhari to try to defend the Naira so that it doesn't have a free fall. It was that change, slight change in policy, that I believe halted the Naira from reaching up to 10,000 Naira to the dollar. But 10,000 Naira to the dollar is too outrageous for me. There is no way it could have reached up to 10,000 Naira to the dollar. I don't buy into that. This is because even the Bloomberg, which is an economics-based newspaper and television house, when they look at the flotation of the Naira, they first of all say that Naira will stabilize when it gets to 2,000 Naira to the dollar. That is where they put it, that it will stabilize. Of course, they didn't say that when it gets to 2,000 Naira to the dollar, that will be the end. But that was their first projection. But I do not think that it could get to 10,000 Naira. I think that's the worst case scenario that the pastor was talking about. But to me, if God is to pay special attention to the Naira, I think the Nigerians will prefer God to put the Naira at the rate that President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan left it when he came in, when he was president. Because at the time of President Goodluck Jonathan, the Naira was not even up to 200 Naira to the dollar. Don't forget, even as recently as 2023, President Muhammad Buhari left the Naira at 400 Naira to the dollar at the I and E window. That is the import and export window. That's the official rate. At that time, when Buhari was president, with your 700 Naira or 750 Naira, you can get $1. That's at the black market. Okay, so if God really want to help Nigeria and stabilize the dollar and Naira, if you don't want to put it at stabilize it at the rate of Jonathan era, at least Buhari era will be better. Because Buhari era, as I told you, Naira was exchanging at 114, 400 Naira to the dollar. If you go through the official window, or if you go through the black market, 700 to 750 Naira. At that time, you fuel, a liter of fuel was less than 200 Naira. Okay, under Buhari. So Nigerians would have preferred that God put it that way than stabilizing it the way it is now at 1,730 Naira as at today. Of course, we don't know what it will bring in before the end of the year. But what I suggest, what I have given now is my understanding of the reason why the Naira has not fallen to 10,000 Naira to the dollar or to higher than it is right now. It is because despite the flotation of the Naira, which was the reason why the Naira was on a free fall, as Adeboye was talking. But what halted that free fall was when the same government began to intervene, began to round up people at Wuse Zone 2 and all those places where they are selling dollars, and then began to control the amount of dollars that were going into bureau de changes and all that, trying to control the import and the export window, sort of, by making sure that it controls the amount of dollars that are made available for bureau de change. Okay, when they allow free fall, when they allow what do they call it? Demand and supply, or the flotation, to be 100%. The Naira was falling like mad, and it could have gotten to that 10,000 Naira to the dollar. Then common sense prevailed on them, and they now began to protect the Naira, began to get money to provide buffer for the Naira, which is no different from what MFL and Buhari were doing. But already the Naira had got into a level where everybody's feeling the pinch. That's my understanding. That's my alternative view from that of Adeboye on the reason why the Naira did not fall to 10,000 Naira to $1. I don't know what you think about my explanation, but whatever is your position on this, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.